The 2023 Strasburg Express are on the air from First Bank Park in Strasburg, Virginia. It is the 2023 Strasburg Express in the Valley Baseball League. Good evening, everyone. I'm Kyle Gutschall. Glad to be back with you here tonight. It's been a while since we've been on the air from Strasburg, and a lot has changed in that period of time. We'll tell you about all that here tonight. In town tonight to take on the Express here on Field of Dreams night is the Purcellville Cannons. The Cannons are 16-19. Strasburg coming in at 22-11. Chase Ingram is on the mound tonight for the Express. Ingram is a 6'3" righty out of the University of Alabama, Birmingham from Pleasant Hill, California. And he'll get the start here tonight against the Purcellville Cannons. Their lineup, leading off and playing second base, is Braden Caskey. Batting second is Ryan Guida, the designated hitter. Rest of the lineup for the Cannons, Jackson Michaels is the left fielder. He will bat third. Cullen Horowitz is the first baseman. He will bat fourth. Mikey Brenton, the center fielder, will bat fifth. Justin Akall, the shortstop, will bat sixth. Joseph Eichelberger, the right fielder, will bat seventh. Keegan Knutson, the third baseman, will bat eighth. And batting ninth and doing the catching tonight for the Cannons is Jack McDonald. Jackson Delina is on the mound tonight for the Purcellville Cannons.
Thank you, Maya, for that first pitch. By the way, we're getting short on pitchers, so we might have to sign you before the night's over. Leading off, the second baseman from Arkansas State University, number 20, Braden Caskey.
Ready to rock and roll here from First Bank Park here on the 20th of July in 2023 as we wind down the 2023 regular season here in the Valley League and get ready for the playoffs. Still a few more games to be played, and a couple of teams have more than a few games to play in just a few days. Ingram ready and winds. The first pitch of the game is fouled back at 7:09. And the count is 0-1 to Braden Caskey, the second baseman. Caskey out of Arkansas State University, 5'9", righty, 170, coming in batting .317. And he grounds one in the left side. Parker on the run, throws off balance to first, not in time. And an infield leadoff single for Caskey, his 14th hit of the summer.
From Florida International, number 29, Ryan Guida.
And the Cannons off to a good start here tonight. Here's the dangerous Ryan Guida. Guida out of Florida International University from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I believe he was 4 for 5 last night in Purcellville's ball game with a grand slam. Very dangerous hitter, and we've seen him previously do some damage here. First pitch is inside and low. The count is 1-0. Numbers for Ryan Guida. He's batting .481. He is 51 for 106 with 3 home runs and 23 RBI. It's just unbelievable as that's fouled away. Again, Ryan Guida in 106 ABs is batting .481. Even Luis Arias is not even close to that, as he's a tick under 400 for the Marlins. Count is 1-1 to Ryan Guida. And this guy can flat out hit. Ingram deals. And a ground ball left side. They're going to get an out on the play, or are they? They just get him at second. Sliding in is Caskey, and Strasburg fortunate there. LaSala had to get the ball out of his glove, finally did so.
Number 28, Jackson.
A fielder's choice, 5-4, and there's one out here in the top of the first. So Guida sees his average drop a little bit after that fielder's choice. The pitch, that is inside. Here's Jackson McKeels, the left fielder. McKeels, tall, lengthy lefty, and he hits it up the middle. It's off of Ingram. He's going to recover. He's going to throw to first, and just in time, a collision at first as McKeels runs into the first baseman, Barnes. They get the out, and the last thing he wanted to do there was throw it away, but Ingram makes a great play as he stopped it, threw it to first, and got him. Moving to second is Guida, and there are 2 outs.
First baseman from UNC, Cullen Horowitz.
Here's another mainstay in this Cannons lineup. It's Cullen Horowitz, the first baseman out of the University of North Carolina. So 2 outs in the inning for Ingram, trying to get through here. He sets, and he delivers. Breaking ball low. Defense tonight for Strasburg. In left field, it's Castillo. In center, it's Williams, and Hodges is in right. LaSala at third, Parker at short, Kohler at second, Barnes at first, and Vaughn is doing the catching. A lot of new faces on this Strasburg lineup. 1-0. Set and pitch. And that is crushed. Left field and making the catch. Castillo might have gotten it just a little bit off the end of the bat. He hit it well, but not well enough to get it out of here from First Bank Park. Cannons threaten, but they leave a man at second. We go to the bottom of the first. Strasburg coming up to bat. Welcome back to Strasburg. We go to the bottom of the first. Jackson Delina is on the mound tonight for the Purcellville Cannons. Delina out of Shippensburg University from Cogan Station, Pennsylvania. 6'3" lefty, but he throws right. 210. Starting lineup tonight for the Strasburg Express. Leading off and playing center, it's Ben Williams. Batting second is Cade Parker, the shortstop. Batting third and playing left is Victor Castillo. Batting fourth, the cleanup hitter, the right fielder, Jason Hodges. Batting fifth is Michael O'Shaughnessy, the DH. Batting sixth and doing the catching, it's Logan Vaughn. Batting seventh is Jerry Barnes, the first baseman. Batting eighth is Anthony LaSala, the third baseman. And batting ninth is the second baseman, Will Kohler. Ben Williams, a pretty new face to the Express. Swings and misses, at least a new face to the home games here. The count is 0-1. And he blows it by him, 0-2. Williams out of Radford University, 5'11" righty, 180 from Richmond, Virginia. 0-2 the count. Delina winds and deals. And a ground ball up the middle. It's going to be a tough play. Charging second baseman, off balance throw. Caskey couldn't get him in time. It'll be an infield single. One thing about Williams, he has fantastic speed, and he beats it out with ease there.
Stop from Georgia Southern, number 5, Cade Parker.
So, first hit of the night for Strasburg comes on an infield chopper. Kind of similar to Purcellville's hit. Not the same location, but really not much of an opportunity to get the out. Here's Cade Parker, the shortstop. Cade takes outside. Parker has shown some glimpses of light tower power. He has been able to get a hold of some baseballs as of late and drive them out of the ballpark. He'll try to do that here. 1-0 the count to Parker. Set in the pitch. Williams goes, pitches a ball, throw to second, not in time. And Williams steals second base. So the Express are in scoring position here with nobody out in the first. Cade Parker out of Georgia Southern University comes into the game batting .247 with 5 home runs and 16 RBIs. He is batting .500 against Delina. 2-0. Swing and a miss. Tough last week and a half or so for the Express. Seen extreme roster depletion. They've seen a lot of inconsistency within their play, and their record starting to show it a little bit as the 2-1. Swing and a miss. They were shockingly swept by Stanton in a doubleheader the other day on the road. A day after they held on to beat Woodstock in Woodstock, and then last night losing their third in a row as they fell to the River Bandits in extra innings, 6-5. 2-2 to Parker. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And Parker down on strikes for the first out here in the first.
Now batting the left fielder from the University of New Orleans, number 1, Victor Castillo.
Well, one thing has remained true for the Express, and that's Victor Castillo staying right there in the middle of the lineup. He is folded out all summer long. He has continued to stay and play baseball, and he'll look to come up with a big hit here. Runner goes on the delayed steal, and the ball is thrown into left field. Williams will come in to score easily, and the Express lead it 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. So Williams going with a delayed steal again, and I felt that a good throw might have had him, but it was not a good throw as McDonald threw it into left. So Strasburg leads it 1-0 here in the bottom of the first on the E2 by the catcher, Jack McDonald. The count is 1-0 to Castillo, and he swings and misses. Victor has been one of the best hitters in the Valley League this summer. .333 average, 6 home runs, 27 RBIs. Batting from the left side, the 1-1. And he's nearly hit by a pitch. Victor out of the University of New Orleans, 5'11" lefty from Tallahassee, Florida. Numbers on the summer for Delina: 28 innings, 34 strikeouts, and a 2.89 ERA. So you can tell he doesn't have an innings limit, at least not yet. That is outside 3-1. The Cannons, a team that are fighting for their playoff lives here down the stretch. They're 3 games under 500 at 16-19, 7 games out of first place behind the Charlottesville Tom Sox. As the 3-1 pitch is low, ball 4, and Victor Castillo will draw a 1-out walk.
Now batting the right fielder from Bethune-Cookman, number 30, Jason Hodges.
Here's another new face to the folks here in Strasburg, Jason Hodges out of Bethune-Cookman. Hodges out of St. John, Indiana. 6'3" righty, 215. Stands with an open stance, crouched a bit. Batting with a man on and 1 out, and he fouls it back, 0-1. As I talked about just a couple of moments ago, this Strasburg team, you look back 2 or 3 weeks ago, and statistically and in every other sense, you had to consider them probably the best or second best team in the Valley League, just from top to bottom, pitching, hitting, their ability to steal bases. The 0-1, that is in the dirt, but over the last few weeks, we've seen a transformation, and really not for the best, as There have been a ton of guys leaving for various reasons. Part of the Valley League, we see it every year and more every year now, unfortunately, as the 1-1 is a swing and a miss. But it doesn't change the fact that, obviously, sports or whatever you may be doing, you want to see the best teams battle it out at the end, the teams that have played the best all year, that have gotten there from winning a lot of baseball games. And as of late, the last few years, it's starting to change. 1-2. And check swing, very close pitch. And now they appeal, he didn't go. So we'll see what the Express can do. It's a lot of teams. It's not just Strasburg. Most teams are fighting, losing a lot of guys. It's something that not just the Express are dealing with. So something to consider, but you're going to see a lot of different faces, a lot of new faces, some unfamiliar names. 2-2, and that is fouled away. Hodges was late. See, this is his first home game. He didn't even know about the ball coming back to almost hit him off the netting. But just unfortunate for the Express, especially as they have continued to dwindle down. A team that really has been the best or second best team in the Valley League all summer, and we'll see what they have left as we move towards the playoffs. 2-2. Hodges takes strike 3 called, and that's the second out here in the inning.
Now batting to DH from Davidson, number 17, Michael O'Shaughnessy.
It'll bring Michael O'Shaughnessy to the plate. O'Shaughnessy out of Davidson. And this Purcellville franchise, they were a team last year that they couldn't get out of their own way for the first 3/4 of the season, but then suddenly there at the end, they turned it around when we had the 2-division setup, 2-division format. As the runner goes, the pitch is low. Here's the throw to second. It's offline, and stealing second base is Victor Castillo. So third stolen base of the inning for the Express. Williams had 2, and now Castillo with 1. But Purcellville last season, they were not very good for a while, and suddenly they found their chemistry. They also acquired some players from a neighboring franchise up the road. And they made a run and ended up getting to the North Finals before losing 2-1 to Woodstock, as that pitch just swung on and missed. But definitely seeing, I guess you could say, some of the negative results of the little bit longer season. It was already a long season. There were, I think, 2 more games added this year, and some more travel involved with having only 1 division, so you play everybody 4 times. 1-1. O'Shaughnessy takes for a strike, and it's 1-2. But Strasburg is already, they're in the playoffs. They're going to be, unless something drastic happens, which we can't rule it out at this point, likely be here for a Game 1 playoff game, unless things change. And again, they can change the way the Express have struggled here down the stretch. 1-2 to O'Shaughnessy, and that, I guess, is a little bit high, 2-2. So a bit of a long inning here for Delina. 23 pitches. He has allowed a run, an earned run. Two-two to O'Shaughnessy, and he fouls it off the fist. And we'll do it again. Other games around the Valley League here tonight. Waynesboro's at Harrisonburg. Newmarket's at Winchester. Charlottesville's at Woodstock. Front Royal's at Covington. And Culpeper is at Stanton. And then Game 2 of the Waynesboro-Harrisonburg doubleheader slated for about 8 o'clock tonight. Castillo at second. Here's the pitch. O'Shaughnessy lines it into right. That's going to drop for a base hit. And they're going to hold Castillo at third. Oh, my. That is, okay.
Now, man, the catcher from Texas A&M, Corpus Christi, number 20, Logan Vaughn.
See, we've seen Strasburg this year run into base running mistakes. But right there, you've got 2 outs. You've got a guy deep in right field taking a terrible hop on the ball. That is shocking, to say the least. O'Shaughnessy will be credited with a base hit. Castillo up to third. And possibly a huge break for the Cannons here. We'll see as Logan Vaughn, the catcher, steps up. The pitch. Vaughn takes the throw to second. They're going to send the runner home. They're going to score the run regardless. O'Shaughnessy's tagged out. The Express do score the second run of the game. They ran that play at Purcellville in extra innings one game this year, and it worked perfectly. They do it again here, and the Express lead it 2-0 as we go to the second inning. Two nothing Express as we go to the top of the second inning. Strasburg with 2 hits in the inning. They left nobody. We go to the top of the second. Mikey Brenton, Justin Akal, and Joseph Eichelberger due up for the Purcellville Cannons. Ingram's 1-0. And that is a hard ground ball to second. It takes a huge hop off the lift. And a bad throw from second. So that's going to be scored in E3.
Number one, Justin Akal.
And the ball got into the dugout. Not a very good throw from Kohler, but should have been called over there by Barnes. So one out here, one on with nobody out here in the second. Showing bunt, pulling back and taking a strike. It's 0-1. Justin Akal, the shortstop. Akal, a member of last year's Express from the University of Pittsburgh from Frederick, Maryland. Swing and a miss, 0-2. So Kohler making his debut here for the Express. And again, at first, Barnes, I think he's played maybe 1 or 2 home games so far this season. So again, new faces, new results. 0-2 to Akal. And that is hit high down the left field line. It is just foul. The count is still 0-2. Strasburg 5-5 in their last 10. Purcellville also 5-5, both playing 500 ball in their last 10 ball games. 0-2. Breaking ball, chopped foul. And we'll do it again at 0-2. Looking at season stats, first on the pitching side of things, Strasburg's still the third best pitching team with a 4.64 ERA. Purcellville, lower pack in the league, they come in with a 6.32 ERA. Opponents are hitting .270, which is fourth highest in the Valley League. 0-2. Breaking ball lined in the left. That's going to be caught by Castillo. That was a hard hit liner, but Victor able to get there and make the catch. And that's the first out here in the second inning. So Brenton has to hold at second.
Number 22, Joseph Eichelberger.
It brings Joseph Eichelberger, the right fielder out of Jackson State, up to bat. Eichelberger, 5'9" righty, 205. That first game of the year here when the Cannons played the Express, he hit, I think, 2 home runs, if not 1. He does have some good power. And he takes a breaking ball for a strike. That looks like a pearl out there, a brand new baseball. Doesn't have much dirt on it, that's for sure. Eichelberger with 4 home runs and 28 RBIs. He's batting .250 against Ingram on the summer. Keeping an eye on the runner at second, the 0-1. Breaking ball hit the second. There's one. And that's all the Express will get for now. The Cannons with a lot of lineouts here tonight. There are 2 outs here in the second. So a couple of lineouts here in the inning for the Cannons. Keegan Knudsen, the third baseman, batting here. Knudsen out of San Jacinto College from Houston, Texas. They're ready to face Ingram. Ingram sets and delivers. It's a ground ball, foul, third base side. The count is 0-1. Knudsen batting .178. He's 20 for 112. Does have a home run and 14 RBIs. That is up and in off the glove of Vaughn. Runner goes to third and getting there safely. It'll be a pass ball. So Vaughn just had it go right off his catcher's mitt. 1-1 pitch, and that is fouled away. It is 1-2.
All foul balls are property of the Strasburg Express. Please return those to the screen station. In exchange, you get a free spot, which will taste awfully good, or you can take it to one of the 2 dugouts, but they don't have free spots.
1-2 pitch, and that is hit high into the air to center field. Backing up is Williams. He makes the catch. The Cannons are squaring the baseball up, but having no success to go along with it. They leave a man at third as we go to the bottom of the second. Strasburg 2, Purcellville nothing. Logan Vaughn leads it off for Strasburg as he was batting last half inning when the Express stole home with the man getting thrown out in between first and second. Again, Vaughn the catcher tonight, and he takes for a strike. It's 0-1. It'll be Vaughn, Barnes, and La Sala here in the second for Strasburg as they lead the Cannons 2-0. 0-1 to Vaughn. And that is a ground ball to second. It takes a high hop, backing up on his Kasky. He throws to first in time. And a hard hit grounder is the first out here in the second inning. Jerry Barnes, the first baseman, will bat.
From William & Mary, number 28, Jerry Barnes.
Barnes out of the College of William & Mary from Virginia Beach, 6'1", righty, 225. Thank you for joining us tonight. If you're watching on Facebook Live or on YouTube, you can find us on YouTube at Strasburg Express if you want to watch on your smart device, your TV, laptop, computer, Xbox, whatever it might be. Barnes batting 215 ABs, and he takes in the dirt. Pretty good velocity from Delana. 1-1 to the righty Barnes. And he takes a strike. It's 1-2. One ball, two strikes. And that is fouled away. One ball, two strikes, one out here in the bottom of the second. And Barnes takes up high, 2-2. Fouling it off. Good battle here. Two balls, two strikes, one out. Who will win the battle of the right-handers? Breaking ball just missing up and off the plate, and the count loads up at 3-2. Another beautiful night here at the ballpark. Another hot day. Temps in the high 80s to low 90s. A little bit of breeze up here as we progress through the evening. 3-2. And Barnes strikes out swinging. That is the third strikeout of the night for Jackson Delana.
From University of Pittsburgh, number 12, Anthony La Sala.
And it'll bring Anthony La Sala, the third baseman, to the bat. La Sala awaits the pitch, and he fouls it back. It's 0-1. One swing and a miss, and Delana is a strike away from getting through the inning and keeping it at a 2-0 ball game. The 0-2 is swung on and missed, and a 1-2-3 inning for the Cannons right-hander. As he strikes out two, he's up to 4 strikeouts on the night. And through 2 innings tonight from Strasburg, the Express lead the Cannons 2-0. Welcome back to Strasburg. Kyle Gutschall with you as we go to the top of the third. Cannons send 9-1-2. McDonald, Caskey, and Guida up to bat. Chase Ingram starts inning number 3. And a swing and a foul tip into the glove. The count is 0-1. McDonald 0 for 6 on the summer. And he pops it up the chute. In the shallow center, Parker, the shortstop, backing out and making the one-handed grab. And there's one out in the third.
Second baseman, number 20, Braden Caskey.
Back to the top of the lineup for the Cannons, it's Braden Caskey, the second baseman. Caskey singled his first time up on an infield grounder. He is 1 for 1. Swing and a miss. Healthy hack. Forgot to mention the previous hitter, McDonald, out of Wilmington University from Newark, Delaware. 0-1. Showing bunt, pulling back and taking just out of the zone, according to the home plate umpire. 1-1. Pitch. Breaking ball in there, and it's 1-2. So Ingram finding his groove a little bit here, as he'll quickly re-engage with the rubber, looking for his signs, kick, and deliver. And that's fouled away off the fist. Still 1-2. Game 1 of the doubleheader. Waynesboro leads Harrisonburg 4-1. Waynesboro has lost 10 in a row. Meanwhile, Harrisonburg is the number 2 team in the league. So that shows how weird this season has been. That one misses 2-2. Winchester leads Newmarket 1-0, bottom of the second. Charlottesville leads Woodstock 1-0, top of the third. Covington leading Front Royal 3-0, bottom of the second, as that is a ground ball to short. Parker picks it up on a hop. He will throw it to first in time, and there are 2 outs in the third. Parker kind of let it get.
The DH, number 29, Ryan Guida.
Trying to describe it properly. Yeah, he kind of had his arm behind it, but nothing else. So if it would have gotten away, it wouldn't have gone well for him. But he got the hop he wanted and made the play. Here's Guida. And Guida takes a strike, 0-1. Ryan Guida 0 for 1 tonight, surprisingly. Coming in batting just under 500, 0-1. He takes for a ball, 1-1. Well, if he can get a hit here, that'll up his average. Yeah, that'll up his average, 1-1. And he chops one foul, third base side. It's 1-2. We remember Guida from last year. He was a very productive hitter. He was, I don't know if he hit 350. Might have hit around that. May have been a little bit higher, but productive. He played pretty much all season last season here with the Cannons. 1-2. And he pops it up. He got under it, and Parker is going to make the catch. And Ryan Guida, coming in batting .481 with 100+ ABs, is 0 for 2 tonight. And the Cannons go 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the third. Strasburg holds on to a 2-0 lead. They will send 9-1-2 up. And when we come back,
50-50 coming through.
We go to the bottom of the third. Will Kohler will lead it off for the Express. The brother of former Express player Henry Kohler, 1-0. And takes a ball, 2-0. Kohler making his Valley League debut here tonight. Out of Wake Tech Community College, he takes a strike, 2-1. Kohler from Raleigh, North Carolina, 5'11", righty, 175. Playing second base tonight. 2-1 from Delina. Fouled back, and it's 2-2. Strasburg, 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 error. Purcellville, no runs, 1 hit, and 1 error. Strasburg last night committed 0 errors, but still lost the game. How many games have we seen him commit? 3, 4, 5, even 6, and still win? It's weird. 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And that's the first out here in the inning. It'll bring Ben Williams, the center fielder, to the plate. Williams singled his first time up. He stole second, stole third, and scored on an E2 back in the first. Hello to Gail watching on Facebook and the Peaks as well. Swing and a foul back. Oh, and 1. Williams with that hit back in the first, now 5 for 21 here on the summer. Again out of Radford. Takes up high, 1-1. I believe I saw online somewhere that he set like the Radford stolen base record for a season. Something like that. 1-1. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. Cannons with their visiting one-of-a-kind unis on. The maroon top and bottom with white striping through, or piping, pinstriping through all of it. 2-1-2 is a check swing. He didn't go. 2-2. They started going with those uniforms probably 3-4 years ago. A lot of people love them. 2-2. Williams strikes out swinging. And there are 2 outs here in the third.
Shortstop.
2 outs for Cade Parker, the shortstop. Parker struck out swinging his first time up. That's now 7 strikeouts for Delina through, 6 strikeouts through 2 2/3. 1-0 to Parker. Cade does have the 5 home runs. When he hits a hold of one, he gets a hold of one. Swing and a miss. He tried to get a hold of one there. 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2. Strasburg clinging to their 2-0 lead, but not much has been going since the first inning. Well, literally nothing has been going on for them. 1-2. Swing and a high pop-up down the left field line. Knudsen backpedaling. He's going to be called off by the left fielder as he makes the catch, and the inning is over. The Cannons And Delina with another 1-2-3 inning. As we go to the fourth, Strasburg leads it 2-0. Cannons coming up to bat here in the fourth. Jackson McKeels, the left fielder, will lead it off. He will chop one right side. Ingram scoops. He'll take it to the bag himself for the oh-so-common one unassisted. And there's quickly one out here in the fourth. That was actually a really nice play there from Ingram, charging off the mound to his left and then able to scoop it up and make the play. So that's the first out here in the fourth. Here is number 77, Cullen Horowitz. That pitch misses, and the count is 1-0. Horowitz is a fastball hitter. Don't want to give him the heat. Lined out sharply his first time up. Gets a slider, and it's away. 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes to Horowitz. Ingram deals. Hard ground ball to short. Parker scoops, he throws, and a great pick at first base by Jerry Barnes. Parker threw it all the way from the edge of the outfield.
Center fielder, number 11, Mikey Brenton.
Or you could say the edge of the infield. And didn't get enough on it, but a nice scoop by Barnes at first. 6-3, and there are 2 outs in the fourth. Here comes Mikey Brenton, the center fielder, reached on an E3, his only time up. First pitch, strike one, 0-1 from Chase Ingram. Ingram, 39 pitches through 3 2/3. The 0-1. That is in the dirt, 1-1. Ingram looking for another 1-2-3 inning. And a high pop-up into left. Williams on his horse is going to be called off by the left fielder Castillo. And another 1-2-3 inning for Chase Ingram and the Strasburg Express. Quick inning. He is at 41 pitches through 4 innings. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Strasburg coming up to bat.
games in a perfect afternoon. And they'll find that they have reserved seats along one of the baselines where they once sat as children, cheering their favorite heroes. And they'll watch the game. And it'll be as if they dip themselves in magic waters. Their faces so thick they'll have to brush them away. All right, people will come. The one thing constant, Ray, throughout all the years has been baseball. America has been rolled by like an army of steamrollers. It's been erased like a blackboard, rebuilt and erased again. But the one thing constant, Ray, has been baseball. This field, this game, it's all part of once was and can be again, but the one thing, Ray, baseball has been constant, and it's marked the time. Just remember, Ray, baseball has marked the time. People will come, Ray. People will definitely come.
Thank you. Big round of applause. Thank you, Gary.
We are ready to get back to baseball as we go to the bottom of the fourth. It'll be Victor Castillo, Jason Hodges, and Michael O'Shaughnessy here in the inning. First pitch is a strike, 0-1. 2-0 Express as we play here in the bottom of the fourth. And Castillo fouls it into the glove. It is 0-2. Well, Delina has been very sharp to this point. He's allowed the 2 runs, but only allowed 2 hits. He just hasn't gotten any run support for himself. 0-2 to Castillo. Walked and scored his first time up. And he lines one down the line, but foul, as he couldn't keep it fair down the right field line. So we will do it again at 0-2. Thank you for joining us. If you're watching over on Facebook Live or on YouTube or just listening in on Stretch Internet, Express and Cannons here on the 20th of July in 2023. That pitch is also fouled away towards the parking lot. And it somehow avoids everything and everyone except the ground. 0-2 the count. And Castillo again fouls it off. Bill's watching over on Facebook. Let's see who's going to win this battle. We'll do it again, 0-2. Castillo takes high and outside, 1-2. 1-2 is popped up left side, foul territory, but not enough room.
We are still selling chancels on the baseball quilt. That drawing is going to be after the 5th inning, so you haven't got much time, but it's a beautiful baseball quilt done by Mrs. Dyke. You can take a look at that down at the train station. It's for a twin-size bed, totally handmade, absolutely beautiful. $1 a chance, 6 for $5, but your time is short.
Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. And that is lined foul. Castillo was early on the liner down the right field line. Now he's going to foul another one off, this time down the left field line. The 1-2 again. Swing and a foul ball. Just getting a piece as the catcher McDonald couldn't hold on, and we will do it for at least one more pitch. All I'm saying is, as a batter, when you get this many looks at a pitcher in 1AB, if he leaves something over the middle, Castillo could foul another one back, as that is back towards us. But if he gets so many opportunities, he could really do some damage with one of these if he can just get on it. 1-2 again. Delina looks in for his signs. He kicks and deals. And Castillo in swing mode now. That one almost hit him, but he fouled it away. Still 1-2. Well, if anything, he's getting the pitch count up even higher for Delina. This will be there have been 9 foul balls here in the at-bat. And this time he got him on a breaking ball. And that is out number 1 here in the 4th.
The right fielder, number 30, Jason Hodges.
Here's Jason Hodges, struck out looking his first time up. So 8 strikeouts now to 1 walk for Delina through 3 1/3. Hodges from the right side. That is low, 1-0. Correction, 7 punch outs through 3 1/3. The 1-0 is up high, 2-0. Good hitters count here for Jason Hodges. Way outside, 3-0, and Delina in danger of only walking his second batter of the night. Umpire and catcher are laughing at something. Low, ball 4. And a 1-out walk to Hodges.
17, Michael O'Shaughnessy.
Here's Michael O'Shaughnessy. He singled his first time up. Throw to first. Hodges back in safely. 2-0 here in the bottom of the 4th. We got started tonight just about an hour ago, 59 minutes ago. We play here in the bottom of the 4th. That is outside. Well, let's see if getting Delina in the stretch a little bit might screw with his mechanics. And he's been very good so far, but he hasn't been in the stretch very often. Does seem to be pretty quick to the plate, but at the same time, we've seen Strasburg run all over the catcher, McDonald. O'Shaughnessy awaits, and he hits one high into the air to left field. Making the catch is the center fielder Brenton. And there are 2 outs here in the 4th. Logan Vaughn, the catcher, will step up.
Into the plate, the catcher, number 20, Logan Vaughn.
Vaughn, the switch hitting catcher. Throw to first. Hodges back in safely. Taking a look at tonight's line score. Strasburg 2 runs on 2 hits and 1 error. Purcellville no runs, 1 hit and 1 error. And that is popped up. First base side, but out of play. I never saw that ball come down. The 0-1. And that's popped up, foul and out of play. 0-2.
Please return those foul balls to the train station and pick up your freeze pop, or if you don't want to walk that far, you can drop it off at the dugouts. Thank you.
So a runner at first for Strasburg. And the count is 1-2. This will be the 75th pitch of the night for Delina. And that is low, 2-2. Two is popped up into left. Left fielder makes the catch, and the inning is over. Strasburg with a 1-out walk, stranded in the 4th as we move along to the 5th. Cannons coming up to bat as they trail Strasburg 2-0. You're watching Valley League action on Facebook, YouTube, and Stretch Internet. We go to the top of the fifth, and driving it to deep left center field is Justin Acall, and it is gone. Justin Acall with a solo home run here in the top of the fifth, and the Cannons are now on the board. It's 2-1. So Acall getting a hold of one, cutting the lead in half.
Right fielder, number 22, Joseph Eichelberger.
Second hit of the night for Purcellville. Here's Joseph Eichelberger, the right fielder. 0 for 1 with the line out to second. And he takes a breaking ball in there, 0-1. So 2-1 now. Nobody out, fifth inning. Ingram's pitch count is not a factor as he fooled him. Called strike as he looks into the dugout with the face of, oh man, what did I just do? 0-2. I mean, that right there was the 45th pitch of the night for Ingram. Through 4+, 0-2. And a chopper to third. This could be a tough play. And past LaSala. So let's see if infield single for Eichelberger. Let's see if Strasburg can avoid letting things get off the rails here. So now,
24, Keegan Knudsen.
here's Keegan Knudsen, the third baseman. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And the pitch. He shows bunt, pulls back, takes a ball, 1-0. Again, this is what Purcellville probably considers a must-win game or something close to it. They need to win these games as they are on the outside looking in. They're a half game out of 8th place for that last playoff spot. Showing again, pulling back. So he's trying to give himself up, but Ingram misses his own twice, 2-0. Knudsen will be followed by Jack McDonald. If you don't get an out here, then McDonald would be able to come up and sacrifice. Throw over to first and back in safely as Knudsen. He will show again. Pulls back, takes a strike right down the middle, 2-1. He is swinging away, and it's a ground ball into left for a base hit. So a third straight hit to start the inning here for Purcellville, and they are threatening as they have first and second and nobody out. That is their 4th hit of the night.
Catcher, number 4, Jack McDonald.
So McDonald will undoubtedly be coming up here to bunt to try to get the guys over to second and third and try to get him in the scoring position here. We'll see if McDonald can get the bunt down. Popped out to short his only time up. He shows, and he takes somewhere for a ball, 1-0. Cannons with a run in the inning, and they continue to go here. First and second, nobody out. McDonald shows again. Pulls back and takes low for a strike, 1-1. Ingram has been very sharp up until this inning where the Cannons are finding the grass. 1-1. Swing and a miss. This time he doesn't show bunt, and he swings right through it, 1-2. Top of the lineup's next with Caskey and Guida. So a ground ball here would be huge for the Express with the top coming up next. 1-2 pitch. And a high pop-up in the center. Williams is going to get under it. Let's see if he tries to tag. No chance. As he does a little 360 out there, Eichelberger. And an unproductive at-bat there for McDonald as the runners have to hold. So there's now one out here in the 5th. And back to the top of this lineup, it's Caskey. Braden Caskey is 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out to short. So again, that's what happens. You don't get the bunt down, it can hurt you. Sometimes it won't even matter though. We'll see if the Cannons can take advantage of their chance here. Caskey takes down low in the dirt, 1-0. Swing and a miss. Pulled the string. Nice pitch there from Chase Ingram, 1-1. Well, with roster depletion comes a lack of pitching, and that's something that Strasburg has been dealing with last night, previous games, and tonight we expect that to be the case again. A lack of arms available. 1-1. And that misses 2-1. Well, you don't want to mess around here with Caskey because Guida's on deck. And the odds of him going 0 for 3 tonight are not good. 2-1. That is in there, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, top of the 5th inning from First Bank Park here in Strasburg. Here on this Thursday night of baseball in the Valley League. Big pitch here, 2-2. And he missed, 3-2. Don't think there's any chance the runners will want to try to go here with Guida on deck. You don't want to strike out and then get thrown out to end the inning with him on deck. So I think they're going to hold, but you never know. 3-2. Runners do not go, and it's a foul ball. Eichelberger was acting like he maybe was going to take off late, but not sure. Ingram has not walked a man. He has not struck out a man tonight. That hence why his pitch count was in such a good position coming into the inning. 3-2 again to the leadoff man, the second baseman, Caskey. And they call a balk. Hold on a second. So they call a balk on the pitcher on just a little check swing grounder back to the mound that could have been 2. So what are we going to do here? So is Caskey going to be out? So no pitch is the call, and the runners move up to second and third. What a break for the Cannons. The pitch. And ball 4. So instead of a possible double play to get out of the inning, or at least getting an out on the inning, or excuse me, a second out, the Cannons will have the bases loaded with 1 out for Ryan Guida, the DH. Meeting at the mound here. We'll step away briefly. So Guida will bat here. Bases loaded, 1 out, bottom of the 5th inning. The pitch. And that is low, 1-0. Strasburg in some deep trouble here. Ingram looking for a double play. Strasburg's lead is hanging in the balance as Guida checked the swing, didn't go, and it's 2-0. So it's about the worst case scenario, falling behind 2-0 against a guy like this with the bases loaded. If you try to get one across, it'll be sent out to the trees. 2-0. He pops it up, shallow left center. It's going to get the run in. Williams is going to throw it in to third, and this game is tied. So a balk ends up being very costly, tying it up at 2 here in the 5th. Guida doesn't hurt his average there on the sac fly at RBI. Eichelberger scores from third.
Jackson Michaels.
Runners have to hold it first and second. So there are 2 outs in the inning. Here's the left fielder as he takes low, 1-0. McKeel's the left fielder. His stance reminds me of Ellie De La Cruz. 1-0. And a called strike, 1-1. So 2 here in the inning for the Cannons. Looking to add on. Men on first and second and 2 outs. And that's fouled away, and Ingram a strike away from keeping it right here at a 2-2 game. How about that? Waynesboro, who had lost 10 in a row, beats Harrisonburg, game 1 of their doubleheader, 4-3. One, two. Swinging a ground ball to second. Kohler throws to first in time, and the inning is over. 2 runs in the inning for the Cannons as they tie it. We go to the bottom of the 5th. 2-2 the score from Strasburg. Two is the score as we go to the bottom of the 5th. It'll be Barnes, LaSalle, and Kohler, 7-8-9 for the Express. As Delina is back on the mound for the Cannons, Barnes fouls one away, and it's 0-1. Two runs in the top of the inning for the Cannons to tie it up. Strasburg will look to respond back. Kick in the 0-1. That is in there outside. 1-1. 1-1 grounder right back up the middle. Nice play by Delina. He will throw it to first in time, and there's one out in the fifth. One up, one down for La Sala, the third baseman.
Now batting third baseman, number 12, Anthony La Sala.
La Sala struck out swinging on a high elevated fastball out of the zone. His only time up. Back in the second. Third baseman playing in. That is inside under the hands, 1-0. Oh, if the third baseman's going to play in, just drag it down the first base line. He's playing back. One zero is a breaking ball falling into the zone, 1-1. Harrisonburg had been on a 4-game winning streak before falling in that game. And that is a high chopper over the third baseman's head. Shortstop with a quick throw to first. It's not in time. And La Sala got a hold up at first as it trickled away. It's an infield single. Third baseman was playing too far in, Knudsen, and then he had to try to leap to get to it. Went right over his head. A call with a good effort, but he couldn't get it done. So third hit of the night for the Express. 2 infield singles and all infield singles tonight. And that's part of the roster depletion that we're seeing. The pitch. Foul back, 0-1. Kohler struck out swinging back in the third. He's 0-1. Strasburg 24-15. Third in the Valley League. A game out of first place. Third to first. And now the ball gets away from the pitcher. Oh, and 1. Kohler takes up high, 1-1. A little bit of stretching and throwing. Oh, that's a football. Never mind. Football being thrown down in the bullpen. Throw to first, back in there safely. Set, and the 1-1. Kohler takes a strike at the knees, 1-2. That is outside. Throw to first on the back pick, and back in safely is La Sala. Two. And he takes just off the plate. Count is full, 3-2. I think you probably hold the runner LaSalle at first here, but you never know. 3-2. He goes. It's up high, ball 4. And Kohler draws the walk. So the 8 and 9 hitters on base for the Express. Great AB, or great plate appearance there from Kohler. His second plate appearance of the summer. Here's Ben Williams, the center fielder. Williams 1 for 2 with a single, 2 stolen bases, a run scored, and a strikeout. And we have a meeting at the mound. And we'll return in 60 seconds. Ben Williams, the batter. First and second, one out here in the bottom of the fifth. Strasburg trying to get the lead back here. After the meeting at the mound, the pitch. And he pops it up, foul, and out of play, 0-1. Oh and 1. LaSala at second, Kohler at first. Strasburg needing something here to get the lead back. 0-1. Inside, 1-1. Well, a hit into the outfield would be a good start as well. Yeah, a balk would work. A balk or a walk. Or a balk and a walk. 1-1. And the pitch. And that is popped up into left. And McKeel's making the catch. And there are 2 outs.
Shortstop, number 5, Cade Parker.
Here's Cade Parker. Cade is 0 for 2 tonight with a strikeout and a pop-out. Cade has come up with some timely home runs this season. He hit a grand slam out of Culpeper about a week ago. He's able to find it at times and really drive the baseball with some authority. See if he can do it here. Oh, excuse for your first pitch. That's fouled away, 0-1. Got to think this will probably be the end of the line here for Delina. He's about to pitch throw number 93 of the night. Oh, 1. Delina trying to get through 5 here tonight against Strasburg. And he pops it up a mile high. Fair territory, now moving into foul territory. The shortstop, a call, makes the catch. And the offensive struggles continue here for the Express. We're through 5 and off to the 6th. It's 2-2. Welcome back to Strasburg as we go to the top of the 6th inning. Horowitz will lead it off, and Cullen takes a strike, 0-1. And that is low. Ingram on the mound to at least start this inning. Trying to get through 6 here tonight. It would be a quality start if he can hold it under 3 earned. 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball missing, 2-1. Horowitz 0 for 2 tonight with a line out to left and a ground out to short. Two-one. And that is in there. Nicely located four-seamer just off the plate. 2-2. 2-2, swing and a foul tip into the glove. Vaughn held on, and that's a strikeout. First out here, and that's the first strikeout of the night for Ingram.
Center fielder, number 11, Mikey Brenton.
It'll bring Mikey Brenton to the plate. Brenton 0 for 2. That is in there, 0 and 1. Oh, 1 grounder right side. That's going to be fielded by Kohler. Throw off balance to first in time. Nice play over there by the second baseman, Will Kohler. Hang a star on that one and cue the da-da-da-da-da-da.
Shortstop, number 1, Justin McCall.
2 up, 2 down in the 6th. Justin McCall. He started the inning for the Cannons last inning. He hit a home run to left off of our building out there. Probably left a dent. And he will look to make another dent here. The pitch. Breaking ball outside, 1-0. Ingram kicks and delivers, and that is a strike at the knees. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss, 1 and 2. Strasburg will have 3, 4, 5. Castillo, Hodges, and O'Shaughnessy due up in the bottom of the 6th. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ingram looking in. He kicks and he deals. Breaking ball hit the third and past the usually sure-handed Anthony LaSala into left field. It's an error, and the second error of the night on the Express.
To the plate, the right fielder, number 22, Joseph Eichelberger.
And it brings Eichelberger to the plate. LaSala very solid defensively this summer, but right there, it just ate him up. Eichelberger, a single and a line out. Swing and a miss, 0 and 1. Again, he does have home run power, so you have to be careful. We don't want to just groove one right here. Try to stay off speed with him. Keep an eye on the runner. He looks like he wants to go. 0-1. And he does. Throw over to first. Back in safely according to the base umpire. And that is a strike at the knees, 1 and 2. Well, this could be it for Ingram here. This will be his 82nd pitch of the night. He comes set from the stretch with runner at first. 0-2 to Eichelberger. Here it comes. And he just got a piece of it. He lunged out there and got a piece of the breaking ball, keeping the at-bat alive. It's still 0-2. I mean, that baseball looks like it's completely white, like there's no dirt, nothing on it. Oh, and 2 again. Runner goes, the pitch, ball, throw to second on the run, and it's off the glove of Kohler. Nobody got to the bag. It looked like a good pitch, but it was called a ball. Wouldn't have mattered on the throw, but he called him and called it a ball, and then on the throw, Kohler had to move on the run, and not a bad throw from Vaughn, but he calls it a ball, and it's 1 and 2. Let's see if that comes back to be big here. And that's in the dirt. Vaughn with a great block. 2 and 2. Vaughn hurting a little bit after that one. Might have got him up near the neck area. He spiked it. I'm sure he's not feeling too good. Home plate umpire giving him some extra time to, I shouldn't say shake it off, because you're not going to shake that kind of thing off that quick. Ball coming up near your neck. 2-2. And that's low, 3-2. On deck is Keegan Knutson, the third baseman. (3-2), and that hit him. So I had him down 0-2 in the count. Looked like he had struck him out. Didn't, according to the home plate umpire, and now a walk, or a hit by pitch.
Third baseman, number 24, Keegan Knutson.
And it's first and second with 2 outs here. Ingram trying to empty the tank here and get through the inning. And it's lined into center, and it's going to give the Cannons the lead. 1 run will score, and it's 3-2. RBI single for Knutson. He is 2 for 3. Came into the game, he was batting like a $150.
For Jack McDonald.
And Ingram going to leave this game on the hook as the Express now trail it 3-2. Or is he leaving the game? Could be staying in here. He is going to stay in this game. Again, you get down to this point in the season, a lack of arms, just sometimes got to leave guys out there, unfortunately. Not that his pitch count is that astronomical anyways, but he's at 87, so probably one more batter. So first and second, still 2 outs for McDonald, the catcher. And Jack takes a ball, 1-0. Couple of things tonight. A balk came back to be big on the Express, or for the Cannons against the Express. As this pitch is lined in the center, that's going to score another run. It's going to be 4-2. Runner on his way to third. Williams will throw it there. It's cut off, and nobody's covering first. It's 4-2, and the Cannons starting to edge away here in this one. Back to the top of the lineup, Braden Caskey, the second baseman.
Second baseman, number 20, Braden Caskey.
And that'll be it for Ingram. We'll tell you about the new pitcher after this. New pitcher for Strasburg, it's Isaac Fix. Fix out of Davidson. He'll take over here with men on first and third and 2 outs. The pitch is low, 1-0. Cannons trailed 2-0. They now lead it 4-2. 2 runs in the 5th and 2 here in the 6th. One 1-0 from the lefty Fix. And that misses, 2-0. Braden Caskey, the leadoff man, 1 for 2 with a single, a ground out, and a walk. 2 quick outs here in the inning for the Cannons, then an error, hit by pitch, a single and an RBI, and another single and an RBI, 2-0. And that's low, 3-0. Fixes numbers on the summer, 15 innings, 11 strikeouts, and a 3.60 ERA. 3-0. And in there for a strike, 3-1. Tough luck for Ingram, as looked like he was going to get out of the inning twice at least here in the inning before things didn't go his way. 3-1, time's called. I guess we could can't finish his line off completely. Earned run wise, he allowed 2 earned runs tonight through 5 2/3. 3-1, and that is ball 4.
The DH, number 29, Ryan Guido.
And Guido will come up again with the bases loaded. Back-to-back innings. He's 0 for 2 tonight. He does have a sac fly and an RBI back in the 5th. The lefty Fix against the righty Guido. And Fix is going to step off the rubber. Strike 1, 0-1. Missing, 1-1. One is a ground ball to short. Parker is going to throw it to first and get him, and Guida is 0 for 3 tonight with an RBI. Cannons with 2 more. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 4-2 Strasburg now trailing. We go to the bottom of the 6th. New pitcher for the Cannons. It's Will Ricketts. Ricketts will take over here from Frostburg State University out of Harpers Ferry, West Virginia. 5'11" lefty, 212. Final line for Jackson Delina, who is in line for the win tonight. 5 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 3 walks, and 7 strikeouts. He was very good. Sidearmer Ricketts deals to Castillo, and it misses 1-0. Castillo, Hodges, and O'Shaughnessy here in the inning. And that's a strike, 1-1. And that's fouled away. One and 2 to Castillo. Ricketts deals, and he fouls it off. One, 2 is down and in, 2 and 2. 4-2 Cannons here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Two. That is outside, 3 and 2. Three-two is fouled back. Castillo 0 for 1 tonight with a walk and a run scored back in the 1st. And he crushes one to left center. And that ball is gone. Victor Castillo has hit his 7th home run of the summer as he tags Will Ricketts for a solo shot. And the Express are back within 1. It's 4-3.
Right fielder, number 30, Jason Hodges.
So Strasburg back within 1 here. Here's Jason Hodges against the lefty. And he takes a strike, 0-1. Hodges strikeout looking and a walk back in the 4th. Oh-1. And that is low, 1-1. Hodges fouls it back, 1-2. The memo that was sent out yesterday was that to play and be eligible for the playoffs this season, you would have to play all 44 games. As the 1-2 from Ricketts is grounded to second. Played by Caskey, throws to first. Good hustle there by Hodges, but the throw beats him, and there's 1 out. So Charlottesville,
DH number 17, Michael O'Shaughnessy,
who was postponed yesterday, that meant that starting today, they would need to play 11 games in 6 days. So we'll see if they are able to do that, and if not, because of course they are currently the number 1 team in the standings in the Valley League, as O'Shaughnessy swings and misses. It's 0-1. So we'll see if they're able to pull that off, but you have to play all 44 or you are not eligible. 0-1 to O'Shaughnessy. Mike's 1 for 2 tonight with a single back in the first. Ricketts winds and deals. That is outside, 1-1.
Go Shaggy.
And that is popped up in the infield. Charging second baseman Caskey. He will call it, and he will make the catch. And there are 2 outs in the 6th. It'll bring Logan Vaughn, the catcher, up. He's 0 for 2.
That brings to the plate the catcher, number 20, Logan Vaughn.
And Vaughn takes a ball, 1-0. And that is hit high into the air to left field. Vaughn, did he do it? No, he didn't. And the ball's dropped in left field. The left fielder dropped it as it looked like it might have enough to get out of here. And McKeels in left just flat out dropped the baseball. That's a play he's got to make out there, and it's going to be an error.
First baseman, number 28, Jerry Barnes.
At first it looked like a home run, then it looked like a catch, and then it turned out being an error. So Vaughn's at second is the tying run. Here is Jerry Barnes. Looked like it might have had enough to get out of here, but Wynn knocked it down a tad bit and kept it in the park. 1-1. Ricketts trying to get through the inning, keeping it a 1-run game, and that is hit down the right field line. That is going to be caught. Nice running play out there for Michael Berger. Great hustle as he gets there to make the catch towards the line, and the inning is over. Strasburg strands the tying run at second here in the bottom of the 6th. We go to the 7th. Cannons 4, Strasburg 3. We're back after this.
Michaels.
4-3 Cannons as we go to the top of the 7th. And first pitch from Isaac Fix is way inside, 1-0. Kick in the 1-0 from Fix, and that misses. Today in history, in this day, July 20th, today in baseball history on this day, July 20th, we will go through some history notes for you throughout this 7th inning as Fix steps off. And that misses, 3-0. And that is inside ball 4, the leadoff walk. So brace for impact here in the inning.
First baseman, number 99, Cullen Horowitz.
Leadoff walk, here's Horowitz. Horowitz, a fastball hitter, and he can drive it. Also, at times, has a tendency of hitting the ball on the ground, so you never know about a double play. And Fix misses the zone, 1-0. The lefty, 1-0. And that is in there, 1-1. McKeel's at first, the pitch. And that is fouled away, 1-2. One, two, and that is foul down the third base line. Sound like he got a piece of him in the box. Typically, they'll say that hit me, and they don't want to run. But there, he didn't say anything. I guess he maybe thought it would benefit him not to. Today in 1912, pitcher Ray Caldwell of the Highlanders inserted as a pinch runner, steals home for the tying run in an eventual 4-3 win over Cleveland. He then pitches a 4-0 victory in the second game of the doubleheader. One and two to Horowitz. And a ground ball right side. That is going to be off the glove of the first baseman. Covering first is Fix. It's not in time. And an infield single for Horowitz. And it's first and second and nobody out.
Center fielder, number 11, Mikey Brenton.
Seven hits for the Cannons here tonight. Probably a bunt situation here for Brenton. He is 0 for 3 tonight. He does, and he takes for a ball, 1-0. Today in 1958, Jim Bunning of the Tigers pitches a 3-0 no-hitter over the Red Sox and fans 12. Only 2 walks and a hit batsman. Shows again, gets it down, but it fouls it off, 1-1. Today in 1962, Willie Mays, Willie McCovey, and company overpower Roberto Clemente's Pirates with a devastating aerial assault and an assist from the Pirates' very own fifth column Dr. Strangleglove, Dick Stewart. 1-1, and that is fouled off. Saw Mays hit a 420-foot home run. McCovey with a monstrous home run over the left field scoreboard. It was one of the few ever ripped into that area by a left-hander in the half-century existence of Forbes Field. 1-2, pitch. And strike three called. Big pitch there from Isaac Fix as he buckled Brenton, and that's the first out here in the 7th inning.
Shortstop, number 1, Justin McCall.
It'll bring Justin McCall to the plate. He's the shortstop. And we've got a meeting at the mound. Strasburg might run out of visits. They've used a bunch of them tonight, unless they weren't being charged. Today in 1965, Mel Stottlemyre of the Yankees becomes the first pitcher to hit an inside-the-park grand slam. Since 1910, Stottlemyre's bases-loaded drive in the 5th assured him a 6-3 victory over the Red Sox. He was the pitching coach of somebody. Mel Stoudemire. Yankees? Mets? Somebody? Yankees and Mets? Must have been a good enough hitter, too. 1 out for a call. And Justin grounds one right side. The only play is going to be at first. Kohler lost the baseball. And we've got another error. And that's going to be it. Or at least a meeting at the mound temporarily for Fix. Pitching change for the Express. It'll be Alex Rosario. He will relieve Isaac Fix, who went 2/3 of an inning, allowing 1 hit, 2 walks, and a strikeout. So Rosario against Eichelberger. Bases loaded, 1 out. Corners are playing in for the Express. Leadoff walk has started this inning as the first pitch is fouled back. It's 0-1. An error has also not helped the Strasburg calls. Rosario, 6 strikeouts and 6 2/3 innings, 5.40 ERA, 0-1. That's in the dirt, off the catcher, and a run's going to score. It's 5-3. So, the leadoff walk does indeed score. Both runners move up. Laid back up to 2 for the Cannons. So that run will be charged to Fix. That will be an earned run. Horowitz to third, and a call to second. So 1-1 to Eichelberger. And inside 2-1. Margaret Watson from Florida. 2-1 is lined up the middle. It's a base hit, and 1 will score. Throw to the plate is cut off, and it's 6-3. Here is Keegan Knutson.
Third baseman, number 24, Keegan Knutson.
No credit Eichelberger with a single in the RBI. Man at third is a call. Knutson's going to squeeze. Bunts it back to the pitcher. It's bobbled. And another error on the Express. It's 7-3.
The catcher, number 4, Jack McDonald.
Here's Knutson. And, excuse me, that was Knutson. Here's McDonald. McDonald 1 for 3, and he hits it high into the air on the broken bat. Making the catch is the right fielder. Runner not going to tag as he fires it into the cut, and there are 2 outs here in the 7th. Back to the top of the lineup, it's Braden Caskey, the second baseman.
20, Braden Caskey.
Get to some more history here. As we look at 1969, San Francisco's Gaylord Perry connects for his first hit of the year and his first Major League homer to beat the Dodgers 7-3. The victim of Perry's dinger, Claude Osteen. And again, laying down a bunt. This time it's Caskey, and it's a base hit. So he lays down the 2-out single, lays down the bunt with 2 outs, and singles down the third base line. And the bases are loaded for the 3rd consecutive inning for Ryan Guida.
Ryan Guida.
And you can't make this up. 3rd inning in a row. 2 of them have been with, well, once with 1 out and once with 2 outs. Guida looking for his first hit of the night. Devastating night for his average. He takes low. 1-0. Seven 7-3 Cannons here in the top of the 7th. The pitch. That is fouled away, 1-1. Ryan Guida came into this game batting .481 and 106 ABs, 3 home runs, 23 RBIs. He is due. Rosario deals. That is low 2-1. 2 balls and a strike to Guida. And a ground ball to short. They're going to get an out somewhere, or are they? Safe at second. It'll be a fielder's choice and an RBI for Guida. And it is 8-3.
Left fielder number 28, Jackson Michaels.
First pitch is a strike. It's 0-1. That is low to McKeels. 1 ball, 1 strike. One. Outside 2-1. 4 in the inning for the Cannons. Two the count. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded. And he checked his swing. He went around. And that'll do it here in the top of the 7th. Time to stretch it out, folks. Strasburg trailing 8-3. So we go to the bottom of the 7th. Eight to 3 as we go to the bottom of the 7th. Ricketts still out there for the Cannons. The side armor deals, and it's a strike to Lasalo. 0-1.
I don't understand why I didn't.
Have some more history for you before we get through this 7th inning. And a ground ball up the middle. That's going to be fielded at short behind the bag. Quick throw to first is in time. Nice play by Justin Akal. There's 1 out here in the 7th. It'll bring the 9-hitter Will Kohler to the plate.
Second baseman number 4, Will Kohler.
Today in 1996, the Cleveland Indians defeated the Twins 6-5 on Alvaro Espinosa's 11th inning homer. As Kohler takes a strike. Outfielder Kenny Lofton led the way for the Tribe with 5 hits, and Albert Bell rings his 226th homer as an Indian. Today in 1998, Mark McGwire hit his 43rd home run in the Cardinals' 13-1 drubbing of the Padres. That's a strike. Quickly 0-2 to Kohler, who is 0 for 1 tonight with a strikeout and a walk. Ricketts, the lefty, looking in. He turns and deals, and it's a liner off the third base coach. And it's still 0-2. It's better than what I saw yesterday. A base coach, I forget who it was, got hit in the MLB by a line drive and it broke his leg. And he stayed out there until after the inning. 0-2. That misses. Didn't know, I guess. Good thing it wasn't like where the runners are coming down third and the base coach likes to move down to get a better angle. Glad that wasn't going on, or he probably would have fallen down. That's a slow grounder, third base side, but foul. Today in 2000, the Astros defeat the Reds 6-2. Cincinnati pinch hitter Mike Bell strikes out in his major league debut, making history by becoming part of the first third-generation family to play for the same major league team. His grandfather Gus Bell and father Buddy Bell also played for the Reds. One and two to Kohler. Swing and a miss. He threw the changeup and struck him out swinging. There are 2 outs in the 7th. It'll bring Ben Williams to the plate.
Center fielder number 31, Ben Williams.
Today in 2000, Red Sox outfielder Carl Everett receives a 10-game suspension for twice bumping an umpire in a game with the Mets last week. A defiant Everett places most of the blame for the suspension on the media. Swinging a foul tip into the glove. Oh, 1. That is inside. Today in 2004 at Wrigley Field, Albert Pujols goes 5 for 5, including 3 home runs and 5 RBIs as the Cardinals beat the Central Division rival Cubs 11-8. The Redbirds' first baseman's first career 3-homer game, as that's a ground ball to third. Knutson will sprint, throw, and get him at first, and the inning is over. Quiet inning for Ricketts. As we are through 7 innings tonight from Strasburg, we'll continue some history into the 8th tonight. We're back after this. Eight to 3 Cannons as we go to the top of the 8th. Take a look at some scores around the Valley League here in just a second. It'll be Horowitz, Brenton, and a call here in the 8th inning as Rosario will stay on the mound. The pitch. Fastball up and in. 1-0. Final line for Isaac Fix. 2/3 of an inning, 1 hit, 3 runs, 2 earned, 2 walks, and 1 strikeout. 1-0. And hit hard into left center. Williams overran the baseball. It's past him into center. I guess it's got to be a double, but poorly played out there by Williams in center. It will be, I mean, it's got to be scored a double, but just plays have to be made out here. So leadoff double for Horowitz, his second hit of the night.
Number 11, Mikey Brenton.
And it'll be Mikey Brenton. And that one misses, 1-0. And that is a pop-up in the right. That's going to be caught by the right fielder, Hodges. And Brenton is out number 1 here in the 8th. Here comes Justin a call. He's been up.
Now batting number 1, Justin a call.
This is his 4th consecutive inning of being in the batter's box. 5th, 6th, 7th, and now the 8th. A call awaits. And breaking ball in there, 0-1. Final score, Winchester beat Newmarket 12-3 in 7 innings tonight. Woodstock leads Charlottesville 5-4, top of the 8th. Culpeper leads Stanton 9-5, bottom of the 5th. Covington leads Front Royal 3-1, bottom of the 4th. And in game 2 of their doubleheader, the Generals, who had lost 10 in a row, beat the Turks in game 1, and they're beating them again in game 2, 3-0, top of the 4th in Harrisonburg. 0-1 to a call. And he spiked it. Good block back there behind the plate by Vaughn. It's 1-1. Get a couple more history notes in before we get through this 8th inning, or top of the 8th, I should say. Justin a call, 1 for 4 tonight, 3 runs scored. And that is a curveball up and in, 2-1. That is a strike called, 2-2. The righty Rosario, hands held high. He comes set and he kicks and delivers. Check swing inside, 3-2. Today in 2012, the Braves trailing 9-0 against the Nationals, and ace Steven Strasburg, after 5 innings, mount a tremendous comeback to take a 10-9 lead with 2 runs in the top of the 9th. Washington manages to tie the game as the pitch hits him, when Danny Espinoza homered against Braves closer Craig Kimbrell in the bottom of the 9th. But Atlanta completed their improbable comeback with a run in the 11th for an 11-10 win. In the game, Chipper Jones became the all-time leader for RBIs by a player who is primarily a third baseman. With a 2-run single in the 8th, he was tied with George Brett at 1598. Mike Schmidt continued to hold the record for RBIs collected when actually playing at the hot corner. So after the hit by pitch of Justin a call, it'll bring Eichelberger to the plate. Eichelberger also batting for the 4th inning in a row, and he takes for a ball, 1-0. Joseph Eichelberger, 2 singles, a hit by pitch, and a line out tonight. 1-0. And a chopper up the middle. Parker tried to get it on a short hop. It didn't work out. And Parker going to be charged with an error. That'll be the 5th error of the night for the Express. Just continues to get out of hand here for these Express. Here's Keegan Knudsen. So Eichelberger reaches on the E6. Parker trying to charge it. Made a bad decision trying to go for a double play. And then he didn't make the play at all. So the bases are loaded with 1 out for Knudsen. He has singled twice. He also reached on an error last time. And he has flown out to center. He takes low, 1-0. Well, we may or may not get through 9 tonight. Knudsen waits, and he takes for a strike, 1-1. 8-3 here in the top of the 8th in a game that Strasburg led 2-0 all the way until the 5th, where the Cannons tied it with 2 and went ahead with 2 in the 6th before Strasburg responded with 1 in the bottom of the 6th to get back within 1. 1-1. Knudsen drives it into the gap. That's going to go all the way to the wall, and it's going to be fielded. 1 will score, and 2 will score, and it is 10-3 Cannons. 2 RBI single for Knudsen. It was actually cut off right in front of the wall by Hodges.
The catcher, number 4, Jack McDonald.
It'll bring the catcher, Jack McDonald, to the plate. So Knudsen, who came into this game 20 for 112, has 3 hits tonight. That is to the backstop, off the glove of the catcher, and all the way to second is Knudsen. And that'll be scored a wild pitch. So Keegan up to second. But hey, give him credit. He has put the bat on the ball tonight. He's hit the ball well. And the Cannons are taking care of business here tonight. 1-0 to McDonald. And that is crushed. Right field, is it going to stay in? Looking up, it's gone. It's a 3-run home run for the 9-hitter Jack McDonald, who had come into this game 0 for 6, and it's 13-3. Good piece of hitting there by the catcher.
Second baseman, number 20, Braden Caskey.
13-3. And again, folks, as I was talking about earlier, roster depletion and a lack of arms. It's a killer. Pitches in there, 0-1. Defense, too. 5 errors tonight. 4 hits. I mean, Strasburg has more errors than they have runs and more errors than they have hits. 0-1. That skips to the plate. 1-1. So this now means that Strasburg, if they don't score a run in the bottom of the 8th, which I'm sure now they will, this game would end in 8 innings. Cannon's still batting here. They've got 2 outs to work with Guido on deck. That misses, 2-1. Again, I hate to keep mentioning this, but I mean, the consecutive innings streak continues for a lot of these guys. That one misses, 3-1. For example, the batter Caskey, he batted in the 5th, the 6th, the 7th, and he's batting here in the 8th. 3-1. Might as well try to hit it out of the park here. And he takes up high, ball 4, and Guido will get another chance for a hit.
DH number 29, Ryan Guido.
Hard to believe that the worst performer of the night for the Cannons has been Guido. He does have an RBI, but hitless, and I think Strasburg's going to go to the bullpen here. Looked like he made a signal for a southpaw. I could be wrong. So a base runner for the Cannons. And we'll tell you about the new We'll be right back. Meeting at the mound is over. Just a quick tidbit from our friends in Purcellville. Ryan Guida has 33 multi-hit games as a member of the Cannons. That's more than he has games with 0 hits. But right now, he's in danger of possibly making it one of those very rare 0-hit games. The count is 1-0 to Ryan Guida. Man at first, it's Caskey. I'm not sure why they're holding him on, but 1-0. And Guida pops it up. And Parker will make the catch. And Ryan Guida is retired again. A fielder's choice, a pop out, a sac fly, a ground out, a fielder's choice, and a pop out. 2 outs here in the 8th inning. And here is McKeels, the left fielder. Pitches a strike, 0-1. 13-3 Purcellville here in the 8th. That is outside. Today in 2018, Matt Carpenter hits 3 home runs and 2 doubles to lead the Cardinals to a 17-5 win over the Cubs. Just the second hitter to achieve that particular combination of extra base hits after Chris Bryant, and ties the club record for total bases in a game with 16. And the count's 2-1 to McKeels. Jackson 0 for 4 tonight. He does have a walk and a run scored in the 7th. This has been a late inning barrage by the Cannons here tonight. 2-1. That's in there, 2-2. 2 runs in the 5th and the 6th. 4 runs in the 7th. And so far, 5 runs here in the 8th. 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And McKeel strikes out in back-to-back innings. Cannons with 5. It's 13-3 as we go to the bottom of the 8th. Strasburg will need to score at least 1, or this game will be called. We're back after this. Thirteen to 3 as we go to the bottom of the 8th. Ricketts is in here for his 3rd inning of work, and if he can get through this inning, it would be a 3-inning save As the pitch to Cade Parker misses, it'll be 2-3-4 Parker, Castillo, Hodges for the Express. The lefty Ricketts, the submariner, deals, and that is a ground ball to third and into left field for a base hit. Leadoff single for Cade Parker here in the 8th.
Now batting number 1, Victor Castillo.
It'll bring Victor Castillo to bat. Victor with another home run his last time up. Continues to put together a great season. He's 1 for 2, walked back in the first. This is only his 4th plate appearance of the night. He has 7 home runs and 28 RBIs on the summer. Ricketts deals, and that's a strike. Ricketts definitely not a strikeout guy. You look at his numbers, he came in 18 2/3, 9 strikeouts with a 5.78 ERA, but he throws strikes. 24 strikes to 9 balls, 0-1. Check swing, didn't go, 1-1. In fact, he has walked no one but struck out 1 guy. Lefty-lefty here against Castillo. Parker awaits at first. The pitch is low, 2-1. Runner goes. The pitch is a ball, and taking second is Parker. It's 3-1. So Parker decides to take off for second. He'll steal that. And that is popped up in the shallow left. A call out, and he'll make the catch, and there's 1 out. So Strasburg down to their last 2 outs here tonight. If they can score the runner from second, we would play the 9th inning. Final score from Woodstock. Do we have one? I think we do. Tell you about it in a second. Here's Hodges. He takes ball 1. Woodstock knocks off Charlottesville 5-4 as they strand the tying run at third in the 9th inning. So Strasburg may not lose any ground tonight after all, even though you can feel the ground being lost. The 1-0 is popped up, fouling out of play, 1-1. And then Harrisonburg may actually lose ground as they lost game 1 of their doubleheader. And according to this, still trailing 4-0 in the 3rd. So the top teams are starting to feel it a little bit. 1-1 to Hodges. Ricketts deals. And outside, 2-1. Two-one pitch. Outside. 3-1. Ricketts deals, and swing and a miss. Hodges was out in front. Three-two. And a line drive into right. That's going to be caught by the right fielder as Eichelberger makes the catch, and Strasburg down to their last out here in the 8th inning, again due to possible mercy rule.
The batter's number 17, Michael O'Shaughnessy.
It'll be Michael O'Shaughnessy. Well, one thing's for sure, time-wise, we've gotten our money's worth. We're about 15-20 minutes away from the 3-hour mark here in this one. Lefty-lefty here. O'Shaughnessy takes for a ball, 1-0. And it's 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Ricketts looking for one more out to pick up the 3-inning save. As O'Shaughnessy takes for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. We appreciate everyone who has tuned in to watch us here tonight as we have gotten back to baseball here in Strasburg. We were scheduled to be here back on the 15th against Winchester, but we got rained out. That game has been rescheduled to the 24th. 2-1 the pitch. And that is popped up and out of play, and the Express are down to their last strike here tonight. Looking at tomorrow's schedule, Strasburg will be at Front Royal tomorrow night at 7 o'clock to take on the Front Royal Cardinals. Meanwhile, Purcellville will be home tomorrow night as they will take on Harrisonburg at 7 o'clock. We will be back here on Sunday as the Express will host the Waynesboro Generals, and then we'll be back here Monday as well for Winchester. With the playoffs, Sunday scheduled for 6, as the 2-2 pitch is swung on and missed, and the ball game is over at 9:54. And Purcellville wins it tonight via the mercy rule in 8 innings, 13-3. Another very disappointing performance from the Express as they continue to tread and don't really know what to expect moving forward here this season for the team that really, from top to bottom, beginning of the season up to the last couple of weeks, was probably the best team in the Valley League. But they fall tonight 13-3 as their struggles continue down the stretch. They have now lost 4 in a row and fall to 24-16. Meanwhile, Purcellville back up within 2 of 500. They're at 17-19 as they keep their playoff hopes alive, winning some games and hoping they can sneak into the 2023 VBL playoffs. So our upcoming schedule, we will be back here on Sunday at 6 o'clock start against Waynesboro. And then we will be back here the next night on Monday, 7 o'clock against Winchester. Playoffs scheduled to begin on Tuesday. And Strasburg, well, as of right now, still going to be a home playoff team in the first round of the playoffs, but starting to move in the wrong direction as their roster continues to dwindle down. And, well, the performances continue to dwindle, and the quality of the performances continue to dwindle here as we move towards the end of the 2023 season. All right, that wraps things up here tonight for us. The winning pitcher tonight is Jackson Delina. 5 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 3 walks, and 7 strikeouts. And unfortunately, the bad luck loser, Strasburg's Chase Ingram. 5 2/3, 6 hits, 4 runs, 2 earned, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. The save tonight goes to Ricketts. Ricketts for the Cannons, 3 innings, 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, no walks, and 2 strikeouts. Strasburg falls to 24-16. Purcellville is up to 17-19. Have a great Friday. We will talk to you again. Have a great Friday and Saturday. We will talk to you again on Sunday at 6 o'clock here from Strasburg as the Express will host the Waynesboro Generals. Cannons win it 13-3 and 8 on the mercy rule. This is Kyle Gutschall signing off for the 2023 Strasburg Express and the Valley Baseball League.